First half, but of course the sun has been shining again since we took the commercial break. Liam Sheedy, Gerald Nan and Tomás Mulcahy here with me in studio. Liam, how many times have we seen this? I mean, you saw it unfortunately for yourselves in 2009. You hurl and you hurl and you hurl, and they end up when they're leading the match.
Yeah, you know, at 10 points to 7 coming up to half, with 30 minutes gone on the clock, Limerick were 10 points to 7 up. They'd led right throughout the game, and they've been hit at a sucker punch, really. 1-2 to no score in that last 5 minutes, and a massive passage of play, I guess, within that time. And that's Kilkenny. I think Limerick had done most of the hurling in that first half, and they now find themselves 2 points down going into half time. It's probably very harsh, and from a Limerick point of view, I would have felt psychologically for Limerick, after all the hurling they've done, to even go in 1 point up would have been important. But now the Kilkenny have edged their noses in front. I think that last goal was really a massive play. But overall, it's been a really entertaining match. What a battle out there in tough conditions.
Ger, it's only a couple of points on the scoreboard, but to pick up on what Liam said, psychologically, what kind of damage is that likely to do to Limerick?
Yeah, but listen, when you're playing Kilkenny, you have to accept you're going to get sucker punches. They're going to score goals against the run of play. That's what happens against Kilkenny. So I'm sure Limerick have prepared for this. The great thing is, now they have got a bit of time to settle. You know, they've got, you can say on one side, it's great to get a goal before half-time. It's a big boost to Limerick. But it's also to Kilkenny. But for Limerick, it gives them a chance to settle again. You know, they're playing really well. The way they've set up is absolutely outstanding. Now, their half-forward line, they have to get more out of that half-forward line. They're not getting enough out of David Breen. Declan Hannon has got 2 points to play. O'Grady has got a point to play. But they're not supplying enough ball. You know, the midfielders, half-hours, are not supplying enough ball to the full forward line. So instead of feeling sorry for themselves about conceding a goal, now they have to look at it and say, right, where are we falling down? We're falling down, we're not delivering the ball fast enough to where our real danger is, which is inside in the full forward line. They're really in this game. They're playing really, really well. This is their best game so far. A great chance for them to win it.
They are, but Tomás Mulcahy, Michael Dignan was making the point in commentary there that Kilkenny was a little bit slow at the start because they've been out of action for a couple of weeks, that they were beginning to get into the game, and sure enough, almost on cue, comes the goal.
Yeah, and I mean, you showed the stats there, Michael, as well. I mean, Kilkenny had 10 out of 22 scoring chances, so they were on an awful lot of the ball, right? And there's a great battle going on with TJ Reid and Seamus Hickey. People may be surprised that TJ Reid has gone in. And I think you must give credit to the referee, because there was 2 or 3 fouls here, right? Probably 2 or 3 frees into Kilkenny, and he's left the advantage go on. I think, to be fair to James McGrath, he's done that all day in the conditions. He's allowed it to be hard and fair. And look, I mentioned this man at the start of the match, right? He can pop up anywhere, right? And he is the master around the middle of the field, and he's finding the space. But when he gets that opportunity and he has that eye for goal, that's an unstoppable shot to the back of the net.
Let's go back to your Loughnane to a little bit earlier on in the match. You were looking at the Limerick forward setup.
Well, it's Tipperary 2010 all over again. You know, with the one-man full forward line inside, big space in front of him, and the ball played in is now, unfortunately, is not coming in often enough. But every time it has come in, it's dangerous. Dowling is really, really dangerous in there. And, you know, when the ball breaks, the idea is to get your half-forward line moving in at pace. Now, if you look here, he's isolated one-on-one inside. Now, look at all the Kilkenny defenders. Just as we showed against Tipperary, the very same thing. 4 Kilkenny defenders facing their own goal. And eventually here, even though the ball comes out, it's blocked for the 65. That is the tactic that's working so well for Limerick. But they're not using it often enough. Now, to tell you how well it's working, Paul Murphy, a brilliant cornerback, you know, was on Dowling at the start. Yep. He has been taken off him, and JJ Delaney's moved in him now, and he's given JJ plenty of trouble. So if you're strong there, why not use it? If it's working, why not use it much more often? So plenty for Limerick to ponder on. Keep cool heads, forget about that sucker punch, and get down to business again.
The quest for All-Ireland hurling final tickets will soon be underway, but where is it going to begin?